Hello everybody. In this video, I wanted to provide an important update for certain individuals specifically impacted by USCIS receipt delays. In this case, we're talking about international students. As you know, international students who are applying for their work permit are really subject to very strict deadlines in terms of when they file and when they are able to start working. As I reported before, and you can watch that video here that talks about receipts delays. These delays impacted the students' ability to get their work permits on time. So in this videos, we'll talk about some specific changes that USCIS is implementing to help the students still get the full term of their OPT. So let's dive right in. So in this video, we'll talk about how to get your full 12 months OPT period, even though there are issues at the timing of when you filed it. Next, what to do when your OPT filing is rejected and you have to refile it, but now you're late. We'll talk about that too. And finally, what happens when your forms are missing signatures or the signatures are deficient and you get those forms returned. How is it going to impact your work permit? So we'll talk about all that. So make sure you watch until the end. Welcome back to our immigration channel. This is a place where you get the most up-to-date immigration news, immigration updates, and all the other information you need to make your immigration journey stress-free. My name is Jacob Sapochnik, and I'm an immigration attorney located in San Diego, California. And we help clients in all 50 states, and I'm excited to provide you this update today. So let's talk about what's happening with student visas OPT. So USCIS announced a couple of days ago flexibility because they realized that their own fault in causing these delays in issuing receipts has caused a ripple effect and impacting a lot of people. In this case, we're talking about specifically international students who are applying for their optional practical training work permit, and that subject to very strict conditions, and many students were impacted by this. Now remember, these flexibilities that I'm going to mention in this video apply only to applications that were filed after October 1st, 2020 and before May 1st, 2021. USCIS specifically admit that they experienced and continue to experience severe delays in issuing receipt notices. This is due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the fact that they are short-staffed, certain budget issues, and other organizational problems directly at USCIS. So as a result, they announced the following flexibilities. So as you know, F1 students are eligible to participate in a one-year optional practical training program, but the OPT must be completed within 14 months from the end of their educational program. Because of the delays in the issuance of those receipts, some student applicants, in fact quite a few of them, will receive a short amount of time of OPT during that 14-month period. So instead of getting a one-year work permit, some students were getting 6 months, 7 months, which obviously is very difficult to not only find a job, but also to be able to get established in a place of work if you have a very limited amount of time to be able to actually work there illegally. USCIS will allow the 14-month period to commence from the date of approval of Form 765. This is the form that is used to obtain the EAD, the work card. So by doing so, instead of waiting for the time when the applicants actually file it and maybe waits 2-3 months to get a receipt, the 14-month period will start only from the date 765 was approved, which will give them the full period of 12 months to be able to work. All these changes are starting from this week. Now remember, those students that received an OPT card with less validity period because of the delays in the receipts are able to contact USCIS and request a correction of their EAD card due to USCIS error, and they should be able to process that at no cost. And what's going to happen is that USCIS is going to issue a new EAD card with a full period of employment, which is going to be for up to 1 year. So let's talk about refiling following rejection of your OPT application. As you know, applicants must file their OPT work permits within a certain time frame. There were cases that some students filed their applications on time, but for whatever reason their cases were rejected. By the time they received the rejection notices, they were already too late to refile. And this is what USCIS is going to do right now. If your original application for OPT work permit was filed on or after October 1st, 2020, all the way through May 1st, 2021, that's one condition, and USCIS ultimately rejected it for whatever reason, those applicants can refile before May 31st, 2021, and they'll be considered as if they were timely filed. And finally, if you filed your OPT EAD work permit application and you had a missing signature or a deficient signature, typically USCIS will completely deny those applications. But under the flexibility rules for students, Instead of denying the case, they'll just issue a RFE requesting you to send a better signature. So these are definitely great news for a lot of our students, viewers, and people that are stressed out because nobody knew really what to do when you had to wait for a receipt notice for 8 to 10 weeks and then essentially getting your OPT approved with less time for you to be able to work or start your career in the United States. So we welcome USCIS flexibility rules. If you're an international student, or if you know an international student, make sure you share that video with them because these are really important information. Once again, if you're here for the first time, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, click that bell to be notified, and also give us a big like so YouTube will be able to share this video with more people just like you. If you have questions, make sure you drop them in the comments below. If you want to talk to me one-on-one, schedule a consultation, just text that phone number and we can set up a paid consultation to help you with your case. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.